Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Cosmic Energy Tune-Up. This is your host, the Peace Dealer, and this is going to be one of our strongest Cosmic Energy Tune-Ups. So now I just need to be, well, first of all, shout out to all of you. Let's all fire emoji, exclamation mark, charge our presence here, and holla. Thank you for showing up, because the power of these tune-ups is in the number of all of you who show up, even if it's just one person. So we're alive. Shout out to Lissy. And we're live. Okay, so first of all, the fact that you're here, congratulations. I want you to see this as victory, because realistically speaking, not only are you tuning up your energy at this monthly interval with the universe, with me as a conduit, but you connecting with everyone here that you're connecting with compounds exponentially the effects of what you're tuning. I'm going to be using my Labradorite crystal ball, and let's wish Ashley Boston a happy birthday. Okay. The reason why this is a huge deal, all right, thank you, Lissy, is basically every time I do these tune-ups now, I have to take into account the energy and how it's going to influence the results. When I came back from Atlanta, I was really just chilling. I completely forgot I scheduled the live before, so I apologize for having y'all wait as long as you did, only for me to reschedule that. Thank you guys for even showing up to this one. Much appreciated. For a consolation prize, just to show you why it's better that we do this now. If you look at the planet, the moon is 28 degrees Aquarius next to Jupiter retrograde. The sun is trine Jupiter. So just to kind of give you insight, when we actually do these tune-ups is very important. Shout out to Thibault from France. That's what's up. The nature of when we do these tune-ups. So basically what the tune-up is, and for any of you who want insight into what the tune-up actually is, because this is Infinity Club exclusive. So shout out to the Infinity Club members. When Scorpio season comes through, this is going to go back to being exclusive. So this is just for those of you who are new, what to look forward to, right? And what the tune-up is, if you go to my website and you click on the Cosmic Energy Tune-Up, right? This is going to actually show you the procedure here. Like, I'm going to show you what inspired me to start this, how I even started doing this, and how it works. I detail it. What the tune-up is basically, okay, is me drawing with my Capricorn power, the Uranus connection. I'm drawing up that electricity conducted from my body, and I'm blowing it through the Gemini sun to manifest this tune-up, to extra dimensionally hit you through this space. Honestly, everything I said in certain social circles will probably get me ridiculed and laughed at as a complete fraud, because, you know, such extra dimensional energy dynamics is seen as complete bullshit. It's just the people who see it as bullshit are fucking stupid. Ask them what Neptune in astrology means. They'll be like, duh, astrology isn't real. And so them motherfuckers don't even know their moon sign. Ew. So other than that, I just want to break this down for you, because that's all this tune-up is. I'm tuning your energy cosmically. I'm using my physical body resistor as resistance to channel the current and express voltage. But that's the tune-up. Now, the next layer of the tune-up is when I do the tune-up and what energies are influencing the effects of that tune-up. And it's only increased because the people talking shit about... Did you notice that the people who talk shit about astrology don't know it? It's so fascinating. You don't see people talking shit about chemistry who haven't studied chemistry. But there's so many people who talk shit about astrology who have no authority to talk about astrology. They have never read a natal chart. in their life. They don't even know what they're talking about. It's very, very fascinating. And so this is our secret weapon, because you're dealing with professionals who don't even know that they're fucking stupid in the way that they're saying this, and this literally gives you one up. But I don't want to insult people by saying that. When I say fucking stupid, I'm just saying that factually and respectfully. When I say that these people are fucking idiots, I say that respectfully. I don't say that disrespectfully. I say that in the sense that it's true. You're an idiot if you close yourself off to what you don't know, thinking you know it. You sound like a fucking idiot. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying that respectfully. So other than that, boom. The reason why this tune-up is going to change your life is that following the new moon, not only is the sun trining Jupiter, but the moon is coming off of the Jupiter conjunction. So this tune-up that you're taking part of and channeling with me will definitively evolve your life. This is the miracle tune-up. And not only is this the miracle tune-up, the intention that I want you to make while you're receiving this tune-up energy is for a miracle. Definitive expansion. I can respect a skeptical fucking idiot. I think he meant I can't respect. What it is. I can respect someone who's skeptical that at least wants answers. But a fucking idiot, it is what it is. But once again, this is important because, you know what I'm saying? Personally, Jupiter is the wheel of fortune. So in the tune-up, not only am I doing the tune-up, but because we're tapping into the energy, cosmic energy is moon in Aquarius. So the fact that we're doing a cosmic energy tune-up, there we go, is a paradoxical statement. The fact that we're doing a cosmic energy tune-up while the moon is harnessing cosmic energy, you're going to feel this more often than any other moon sign we did it. The fact that it's next to Jupiter, okay, is going to expand everything. So the effects of this, not just because I'm doing this, but because we're around the collective, we're literally activating an energy. Jupiter and Aquarius is a collective meeting online, and we're expanding this intent. So basically, this is a disclaimer. The results of this tune-up are going to be a lot more strong than you're used to. Jupiter is going to expand and evolve your life within hours because we have the Uranus square. So before you go to bed, you're going to see the effects of this coming through the full moon and coming through. Shout out to the DMV. I'm definitely going to come through there. I'm not going to say too much about this, but end of 2022, coming into 2023, you might see Flight Boss and I go on an Archangel tour. We're working on an album and we finna tour nationwide. So I'm not going to say too much more about that. I want to make more moves and I make announcements. But, you know, keep that in mind. This is definitely an electric chair tune-up energy. And I'm going to break this down one more time. The moon in Aquarius, sun in Libra is an extraordinary. And yes, Persephone, I am on Facebook and YouTube. At the same time, I'm streaming through StreamYard. So you can join us on YouTube. But once again, the reason why this is very important is you're coming into the full knowledge of your alter ego self and your classic self, the part of you that has expressed the perfection of your identity, the classic mastery. And so you're coming into knowledge of how to really express this. I'm definitely making sure I come through the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I went to freshman year. I did my freshman year of college in University of Maryland at College Park. I'm a Terrapin. So I'm definitely going to show love. I'm definitely going to come through. I'm going to make sure I see through everywhere. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Maritza. All right. It's very, very awesome. So once again, this is important because I just want to make sure we're clear. The moon on Jupiter, and for us to do the cosmic energy tune-up with the moon at the peak 2810 numerology, 2911 numerology degree means that the quality of this tune-up is not only going to be at the max level, but with Jupiter trine the sun, your life is going to level up. Your life will have leveled up anyway, but this tune-up is going to give that extra boost because you're sitting in space with 200 plus people. And so that exponentially, well, instead of making this evolve over the cycle, you're going to notice it instantly. And I'm talking about as soon as the moon goes into Pisces, you're immediately going to start to experience this because we held that time capsule. And that in and of itself is not conclusive reasoning enough, but I'm just putting these concepts out there, and many of you are going to understand it in a deeper way than I'm even expressing it. Shout out to Majestic Magi. So other than that, I think it is. Happy one day at a time. So other than that, keep that in mind. What you want to intend is, where do you want to evolve in your life? What miracle are you ready to facilitate? And I want you to really, the moon is in Aquarius right now. I want you to really push it. Like, what do you think is impossible to achieve? Because we step it in there. I had a breakthrough moment where, I told myself, I'm not going to do what I do until I pull the magician card. And I pulled it, which was an application of my ability, which let me know that what I think is impossible, I can do. And that's the theme. You're slowly but surely building these neural pathways to venture forth what science says is impossible, but is actually possible. Okay. Wilcox, great question. I'm going to bring those back Monday. I like the cosmic energy tune-ups to just be just pure tune-up, no money donation. If anyone wants to donate money, holla at your boy. But outside of that, we're just going to do strictly the tune-up. And other than that, once again, this is big level up energy. So the intention you want is to cosmically level up. So not just a regular level up, a cosmic level up is leveling up your knowledge of your multidimensional self as it exists throughout all realms. So you're leveling up at every single level. Shout out to the Innerverse podcast. I just did a 2-hour podcast with this brother. I'm going to invite him on the channel. It was fucking awesome. Okay. Breakthroughs are on schedule. The coolest thing about this is, because we're all connected, we have to think retroactively about the destiny and connections that with our past life selves aligned our actions for us to meet here. So there is a higher level of, shout out to Innerverse, there is a higher level, and shout out to God's Vision who had a breakthrough. There is a higher level of understanding of our group dynamics. Unconsciously and super consciously, we connect with each other through our moon signs, through our Neptunes. We have dreams with each other, and we're starting to, coincide. You're going to come into the deeper understanding and meaning of this, why we're even meeting together. A lot of you Pisces Aquarians or moon in Pisces Aquarius have already tapped into that. You've already known certain people who are in your soul group and why. Not everyone has, like myself, and you're going to really uncover that. And so as you evolve, you're going to see how your guild and group is evolving with you. And that's really all I want to say. Shout out to Nikki D, Soulmate Dreams coming through now. And when it comes to the note of soulmates and really unlocking more realistic partnerships, you need to be willing to throw away the old traditional understanding of relationships and still stand on your own values, but open up to new dynamics that you're not used to. Shout out to Angelique. We had an amazing consultation yesterday. It was super awesome. And shout out to those of you getting readings from me. The consultations are lit. I just had back-to-back readings from 9 a.m. today. I haven't had a break since 9 a.m. and I'm ending my day off with this tune-up, and this is fucking incredible. It's extraordinary. So I just want to once again lead you to realize this is going to level you up. Not even so much the tune-up as much as you connecting with everyone else here that's going to exponentially evolve the effects of your tune-up. That's the value of getting it or doing it with everyone. When you do a one-on-one session with me, it's more focused and direct, and I get to answer questions. But the next best thing also is to do it with all of us. Of course, in the context of the membership, we focus the energies more. But yeah, so I just wanted to preference this. Thank you, Camper. Before we get started, where is Aquarius in your chart? That'll let you know what's leveling up. And as you set this intention to level up, I'm going to start the tune-up. And so let me actually... Yeah, let's just start the tune-up. So for the first 5 minutes, we will be tuning in. How's the volume? Can you hear it? Want to make sure you can hear this. If it's a little bit crackly, no worries. You really just want to make sure you're in a meditative state and set the intention to level up. Let's get it. Once again, I just switched the mic to the webcam mic, and just let me know if that sounds better. Channel messages is coming through. Channel messages already coming through. So if there's anything you want me to speak on, channel it to me and I'll probably pick up on it. We're still tuning in for 2 minutes. already for the next 5 minutes, I would like for you to feel yourself grounding. You're going to ground and ground coming up with your body and release any stress down to the ground. Yo, I hate to interrupt, but like I was thinking of evolution because I'm healing everyone right now, and I was thinking of evolution, and I just heard split the deck and see if you get the Wheel of Fortune. Yo, I split the deck and I got the Wheel of Fortune. So you are about to level the hell up. You are about to level the hell up. I'm talking about I split the deck with the intention to pull the Wheel of Fortune, and that's exactly what I got. So I'm channeling y'all energy, and we that psychic right now. Bam. I don't normally interrupt like that, but I just had to mention, like, you finna level up. This is crazy. Holy shit. So for the next 5 minutes, I want you to tap in and connect to the universe. I want you to feel any unique astral realm connections you have. If you're drawn to connect to any ruling planets or any planets in the universe, I'm going to be anchoring the planets down to your path. I will now begin the tune-up, and we will start with the crown. And now we will go into your third eye chakra. And now we will commence with the throat chakra. And now we will commence with the heart chakra. Open your heart to receive. heart chakra as well. I am now commencing the solar plexus chakra. Now commencing the solar plexus chakra. And finally, the root chakra. We will cool down. I get to see after the solar plexus. Shout out to Sierra for the spawn, by the way. Still clutch. That's exactly what this is. Great analogy. Okay, so get this, y'all. I got a bunch of channeled messages, and guys, this is going to be monumental. You also want to think about all the previous ones you've done that have compounded and added up too. So y'all are going to enjoy this. First of all, we're all connected. We've charged the energy. We've tuned up. Once I end the broadcast, the effects are immediately going to manifest, and you're going to step into this divine experience with the moon in Pisces. The moon right now is 29 degrees. So we're at the peak experience. You're going to come into so much knowledge. I have so much good news for y'all. This is going to resonate to your core. Here's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to do a quick ritual. And let me share a story. If you think about spiritism, or how, like, you know, when you give energy to the spirits, they usually want something in return. This works with the planets too. I asked Jupiter, hey, Jupiter, I need $300. So if you give me $300, I'll sing and dance for you. I will sing 3 songs for you. And in less than 3 hours, I already forgot about the intention. A Sagittarius goddess sends me $250 and asks me if she can send me 50 extra dollars. I knew it came from Jupiter because she's a daughter of Jupiter. She's Sagittarius. And so I came through and I sang those songs. So this is what we're going to do. Because I pulled the Wheel of Fortune and we definitively leveling up, y'all, what we're going to do is we're going to evoke Jupiter, but this time as a collective. I want you to make a wish to Jupiter. Christina, thank you so much. I want you to set an intention to Jupiter for all of us to level up. But I want you to think of specifically anything that you want to wish for, and all tied to a major level up. We're going to make that intention. I want to share in this ritual, just like it worked for me. And I pulled the Wheel of Fortune. Now it's going to work for you guys. We got the Ace of Wands. We got the Wheel of Fortune. You're going, and the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, it's all going to happen as soon as the moon goes into Pisces. So here's the thing. What we're going to agree on is when you see this come into play, you're going to step into a moment where you know you've leveled up. When this experience happens, I want you to create a 10-song playlist. You can have more than 2 intentions. You can have as much intentions as you want. I want you to create a 10-song playlist that once you recognize Jupiter came through, Jupiter always comes through. I've done this Jupiter petition. The next time I petitioned Jupiter, I asked Jupiter to level up. And my homegirl, another Sagittarius goddess, hit me up out of nowhere in less than 24 hours talking about, hey, can I give you Reiki? It's going to level you up. This shit is not a joke, guys. This Jupiter especially comes through. So we're going to do this together. I want you to make a 10 energy playlist so that when you acknowledge that Jupiter came through, you're going to dance your ass off. You're going to stop everything you're doing and you're going to dance your ass off. You're going to generate energy and you're going to feed that energy to Jupiter, because Jupiter loves that. Jupiter loves, like, Sagittarius, dancing, all that. That's going to be our deal. So for Jupiter, Jupiter's going to get hooked up because 300 plus people is going to be feeding it the energy. 10-song playlist, 10 for completion. That's going to be our deal. Okay, we're going to set the intention now together as a collective so that Jupiter receives a collective intent. And we're going to make the deal that once we recognize our level up happen within the next few hours or a couple days, we're going to stop everything we doing. You can make the playlist now, or you can make it then, and then you are going to dance your ass off. You're going to literally, the dancing is going to be your expression of energy. This is how our ancients prayed to the gods, with dance. So you go and dance your ass off, and you're going to feel that energy, and you're going to project that to Jupiter. That's it. So let's set that intention right now. Okay. The music could be any type of music you want, to be honest. So we set the intention. First, let's all connect our energy. And as we're connecting our energy, I want you to breathe in satisfaction, breathe in your intent, breathe out gratitude. And so we're going to take 10 breaths together as we connect our energy. After we finish the 10th breath, you're going to breathe in satisfaction, what you intend. And the intention is for all of us to level up definitively to the next level. And here's the thing. Be willing to let go of who you think you are, because you're leveling up to a facet of yourself that you have no concept of yet. So it's going to blow your mind. Like, everything that you've been prepared for, there's an even higher level of yourself, and you're going to be amazed. So after we do the 10th breath, say your intention. Say that the deal is we'll dance 10 songs. Boom. When I did that, some Andre for sure. When I did that first spell with Jupiter, what I gained from it wasn't just $300. It was knowing that magic is real. Because yeah, I got money, but the gift I got from that was knowing Jupiter got me. And everyone else who did this received their own miracles too. So it doesn't just work with me too. Like it, this is just basic. I'm breaking down basic magic. So this is so amazing. So we're going to go 10 breaths in while the moon is 29 degrees aqua. I want to show you that right now too. Everything we're doing now is like ridiculously magical, more than I expected. I wasn't even expecting it to happen like this. So boom, we got Venus here, 9 degrees. We got the exact trine. I cannot tell you how key that is. We got the Mars quincunx. So this is all going to happen like now. So other than that, if you're ready, I want you to feel everyone's energy connecting. The only downside to this is that once we end the broadcast, Jupiter is a wrecking ball. So whatever you got going on in your life right now, it's going to destroy that and it's going to level it up. So if you're okay where you're at and you don't want any fluctuation, I would peace out right now. I'm not going to lie. I would just get the hell out of here because this is going to level you up uncomfortably so that you can be comfortable, because it's going to bring you all the way outside your comfort zone, but you're going to enjoy what you step into. Okay, it's going to destroy your current sense of self and it's going to fully level you up. Not that you wouldn't do it on your own, but this is a boost. So we're going to start in 5, 4. If you want to imagine everyone holding each other's hands or feeling each other's energy. 3. You're going to breathe in satisfaction. You're going to breathe in your wish, and you're going to breathe out gratitude that you're breathing it into your reality. 2. And now we're going to start with breath 1. 1. 2. 3. You're surrendering the illusions. Boom. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And we set the intention to Lord Jupiter and the rest of the cosmos to bless us all with a definitive level up and several miracles coming into the end of the day and moving forward. And we will, great sign, that's amazing. And we will in return respond with a specialized playlist of 10 songs that we will dance in celebration of this magic ritual coming to pass. Boom. That's it. And so now I'm going to pull what the outcome is. Woo! Let's go, baby! Chariot. This is literally pushing you forward. Look at all this yellow. This is literally pushing you forward into textbook victory. But this is a lot more overstated because you're not just evolving. This is based off of all the work you've done to get to this point. So time to break this down. I got the tower. We're going to do the breakthrough tip. And first, I'm going to do the channeled message because let me tell you, this is now a full-on completion of 10 plus years of self-development that's going to level you up. So we're not just wishing for the planets to just level us up. This is facilitating the current level up that's already happening. And this is just an extra fucking boost. I'm gonna just be real. So here's the coolest thing about everything. First of all, you have to think about socially. If you think about culturally, how stupid people are. I don't mean this in a condescending way. If you think about culturally, how mainstream media has done everything to disrespect spirituality, to make us look like a group of mentally ill fucktards or idiots. Not to say that there isn't truth in that, but to basically put this false narrative that everyone who's in this field is pseudoscientific, weird. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The nuance in so much of culture to every time something gets spiritual, it's attached to a character in a show who's cuckoo or to be taken light. That is deliberately done. It's in a different vein of science. When people talk about biology, chemistry, and physics, it's a much more gravity. It's more gravity and seriousness there when it should be the other way around, because you have people with PhDs, master's degrees, well-educated people. They really know how to calculate derivatives of binomial functions. They know how to calculate the acceleration of how gravity falls. They know how to study astrophysics. But the irony is that they're all fucking stupid. None of them acknowledge spirit. And so you have this high sophistication of knowledge. You don't know how many years of research goes into these research institutions. So the fact that all of it is bullshit goes over so many people's heads, because millions of dollars goes into research, peer-reviewed journals and studies where people have done experiments and correlated with other experiments to actually come into data, which is all inconclusive. But this is not what they tell you. It's all fake science. And so people take serious this fake shit, and then they take trivial the real shit. It's an okie doke. Welcome to the Great Awakening, where you're seeing through rhetoric and persuasion in the form of authority figures that tell you how to think, and you're walking this path to actually be led by spirit and think for yourself. Congratulations. So you are a revolutionary, because for the first time ever, that narrative is shifting. In the 80s, in the 90s, in the 70s, in the early 2000s, you couldn't openly be a practitioner or an individual on your spiritual path without being ridiculed. Now it's a term for respect because it's needed. You are the revolutionary who's going to bring that respect. For the first time ever, you're going to be able to talk to scientists with PhDs and master's degrees and put them in their place. I've taken sciences, I've taken math. So I'm not just some jaded astrologer who thinks that science is bullshit. It's because I've studied science that I know that it's inconclusive, purely theoretical, and bullshit. So this is where the understanding of science is going to be complete with the bridging of spirituality and the acknowledgement of extra dimensional realms, quantum mechanics, spirit, and soul. And so for the first time ever, you're going to be able to have arguments with people who know more than you, but you know more than them. And now it's like people have to talk to you different. This is so very important. This is a new phenomenon where before, in those decades I mentioned, we didn't have internet as developed as it is now. So information literally goes like this to China instantly, And when are we supposed to dance this 10 songs? When you level up, when Jupiter has shown that it's leveled you up. So you're going to get the manifestation and then you're going to dance. Okay. Here's the thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one dance just to bring it in. And then I'm going to do the 10 dances after. So here's the thing. Don't take my word for it. You can take this as an opinion, but I'm telling you the truth. Fake science has failed you. It's just the rhetoric is so deceptive, because when you see authority figures speak intelligently and use a certain level of vocab to condescendingly make you feel like you don't know much because you didn't study what they study, it intimidates you. I'm not scoffing at the value of education, because there's a value in that. I'm not scoffing at all the scientific understandings. We just have to acknowledge that it's all inconclusive. It's mainly theoretical, and not one scientist can prove to you that this is not a simulation. That means no one really knows shit, unless you're an Aquarius. So, and that's not a bad thing at all. There's trillions of galaxies. So the whole notion that we have to know anything is illusory. You're only here to experience and share your wisdom. But to now assert that a group of experts knows more than others is bullshit, when none of them even know their moon sign. So like this is the precipice. Like, true leaders are coming through. And so the theme of this is a counterattack towards the social narrative of what people think spirituality even is. Most people don't even know shit. So why they think they know spirituality is hilarious. The other thing here is, and Aquarius, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You listen to so many people who don't know shit and think they know what they're talking about. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go. You're always talking like you know. But other than that, here's the main message, okay? The main message is unique leadership. This is the most important thing I'm going to tell you here. This transit, especially with this tune-up, is opening up a very important sense of unique leadership. And my hands intuitively pulled this, so you can see it like this too. You're heading into victory. You're getting the bag, but what your wealth you're doing is unique to you, in that you are the only one doing what you are doing. And we can say that as simple as just being yourself. Okay? So like, no one else in this entire planet is doing what you're doing. People will tell you that you're doing it wrong because they're feeling threatened or intimidated, but only you will really know what you're doing and the value of it. Think about how dumb people are to tell you that what you're doing is wrong and they don't even know what you're doing. So many people with the same breath dismiss your little business and be like, I don't know what it is you do, but you know, good luck. Will also say, oh, well, you're wrong. But they just told you with the same mouth, I'm not sure what it is you do. But these same people will say that this is how stupid most people are subconsciously. And respectfully, I'm not trying to say this to be jaded. You have to really, because like, we normalize so much stupidity in our culture. It's insane, literally insane. If you think about the people who say and do things every day hoping for something to change and it doesn't, and it's just normal in our society to do that. So much insanity in our culture. So I have to say this one more time. What you're doing, no one has ever done, especially the experience you gained in traditional fields and traditional scientist fields. For example, shout out to Malika, who is in the field of medicine, but also still is aware of these spiritual principles and is able to merge both within what she can do. And so many others of you who are legends in the capacity to bridge that. Okay, so it's like, in that case, you're in uncharted territory. And so you are a unique leader, and you have to really understand the value of what you're doing, because only you know what you're doing. Only you understand your unique perspective into how you're bridging the traditional with the uniqueness of your own newness in the path. I have to make sure that's very clear, because this is going to not only create, you know what I'm saying, a monopoly for y'all, but it's also going to open the path for you to realistically uncover this level up in how you lead others who are going to look at you and identify with what you're going through, even if you're the only one doing what you're doing. That being said, the next message I got is I saw a vision of a tidal wave of blessings. Straight up. So true. And so this I feel is the moon in Pisces transit, but also when I was grounding, I really saw that vision. And you're 100,000% okay coming into a tidal wave of blessings that's just going to rain on you. The thing is, the message I got with that is don't try and catch. So it was more so like a vision where you don't want to try and catch the blessings. The blessings will be raining down and you don't want to try and catch and hoard it. You just want to let it wash over you because it's so much blessings. You just have to let it wash over. And then when it's finally done, then it will slowly but surely unfold. But what you don't want to do is try and grab it like, oh, I need to get this one, I need to get this one. Just let it, just let this change come through. And it's happening one after the other. So it's all happening now. And I see you just having to surrender because it's a tidal wave. So it's not just one thing. It's completely a washing you new, which is beautiful. And I think a lot of that is a water bear energy. Then enter the universe. So when I connected with the planets, okay. Wow, that's amazing. And please, while I'm saying all this, feel free to comment your own experience. Normally I do during sessions, question and answers. Shout out to Avery. Feel free to comment your experience while I was doing this tune-up because all of our experiences really play a part. And yes, Sun Goku, your Jupiter placement does play a role in this. This will let you know how Jupiter speaks to you through this. Such a good question. So enter the universe. I got the universe will be inviting you through key individuals to venture into unexplored territory in the form of ideas and concepts and new experiences. You'll be coming into new insight that you will share in the form of wisdom about your travels and unique perspectives. It's almost like, thank you, Mel, an augmented reality. It's like you walk down the street and you're projecting your consciousness. Yeah, you walk down the street on Earth, but your consciousness is like in deep space. Horrible analogy, but it's like as you're traveling on Earth, your consciousness is traveling in space, and different people are different portals representing different aspects of the universe. So a Venus representative can walk up to you and take you on a Venus adventure. And if you looked at their chart, maybe their chart is ruled by Venus, or maybe they're a Sun, Libra, or Taurus. But basically, the universe is going to be using individuals to speak to you through the egos of these individuals and draw you into uncharted territory. And you have to be willing to be open-minded and step into these new adventures. You'll know that this is what it is. Oh, Chris, I am not doing cards. Great question. So this is people who are sending money are just donating. Normally the minimum is 20. So Chris, the next time I do readings on Monday, I could put you down for half off that you did. So you would only have to do half. So what I can do is keep that as a credit for next time. But other than that, this is so very important because personally, you're going to recognize this because you're being introduced into something that's never been done before. And this is correlated with what you're doing that's never been done before. So this is the extension. You're doing something that's never been done before, and the universe is attracting you to people who are going to pull you into more uncharted experiences so that you can literally explore the universe while still being on Earth through ideas, concepts. You're going to be having some super weird conversations with people. And people are going to be asking you weird ass questions to travel your mind or vice versa. And this is what's going to take you to travel new concepts and then start to see them ground in your real life. So next we have let go of who you think you are as you are leveling up to an even higher understanding that will blow your literal mind. Everything you unveiled about yourself was merely just the building blocks to put together an extraordinary picture of your true self. All the puzzle pieces are finally fitting together. And the reason why this is so true, okay, is you have just come into an ultimate understanding of yourself. The universe is saying that understanding ain't even shit yet. Shout out to Ricardo Creates, much appreciated. Once again, yeah, shout out to Ricardo Creates. Other than that, and yeah, shout out to Colby. So basically, what this is saying is relative to that, the understanding you gave was just a basic building block level for the true revelation. So some of you, the universe has been working you up to maybe realize, oh yeah, you're an angelic being, you're an angel, you're an angel. Boom, you're archangel this. And this is where it's like, okay, you had to slowly but surely accept that you're celestial, you're out this world. Boom. Because what the reality is, it's not going to be just something you channel. It's going to be something that fits in the context of your real life and literally applies to it. And it's going to ground that cosmic understanding with your reality, with your real world. And so I want to say this once again, you are upgrade. So, but like, in order for you to understand this level of yourself, you had to attach to a sense of yourself. And the universe is saying to let go of that now. Before, you had to attach to it so that the universe can speak to you in concepts. And now that you understand these concepts, the universe is going to fully reveal this to you, and it is going to blow your mind. I can already tell intuitively the universe already let you know, but a lot of you are like, no, I'm just in my head. I'm just in my head with it. I want you to comment a fire sign emoji. I want you to comment an exclamation mark emoji if you feel like, no, I'm just crazy believing this. And for some of you, it's deep. For some of you, you feel like you're in your ego for accepting some of this. Some of you, you're realizing maybe you're a queen of a whole star system, and it's like, nah, that's my ego. And no, it's not your ego. It's actually the truth. And you've seen 50,000 synchronicities. So there's no reason why you should doubt it at this point. So like, you're going to be revealed a real life counterpart with somebody else walking up to you if you need the confirmation. Like, it's beyond confirmed. The reason for this is not to get in your ego and to be like, oh, I'm the queen of this star system. No, if you're the queen of a star system, that means you're responsible for a star system, and there's obligations and duties that are going to hit you. Now you're going to realize, damn, I have to wake up at 6 a.m. and I have to pray for 30 minutes because I govern this. So like, it's gonna be real work that goes into who you are, and it's gonna be practically played out in your life, which is how you know it's gonna confirm who you are, because you see it. Boom. And so this is where Son Goku, if you want to, if that's what you're called to do. So this is really, 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 really amazing, because now here's the best part. Okay. So I split the deck, right? To get a confirmation about how is the Wheel of Fortune going to express itself to us. And I got the Ace of Swords, y'all. So this Wheel of Fortune is going to be a life-changing epiphany that literally introduces a new idea that changes your entire life. Some of you have been thinking, do I have to do anything? Do I have to control anything? And it's going to come out of thin air. Ace of Swords, level up through epiphany that will happen immediately, because it's the ace. It's going to happen shortly after this broadcast, because we just set the intention, and a new idea will change your entire life that will come to you literally out of nowhere. And that's the puzzle piece. You have now set everything in place. And now you're going to look at the puzzle piece that you put. Every year gave you a puzzle piece since 2011. And you're going to, and maybe even before that, you're going to put it all together, and it's going to show you the picture. Boom, you're going to have an epiphany, and it's all just going to make so much sense. And this new idea is going to put everything together. It's going to help you understand everything you've been intuitively understanding. It's going to make sense of why things got delayed and happened the way they did. Boom. This epiphany, which is going to be a lightning strike, is going to make sense of everything. And that's going to be the beginning. That's how you know the Wheel of Fortune came through. It's going to be like, oh, and some of you are already getting this epiphany right now. So some of you, it's already happening, and this is a part of the epiphany. Congratulations. Okay. So activating special modes. You are now sustaining certain states of consciousness and power up modes. You will practice maintaining them for as long as you can. And this is, of course, so much so when I was doing the crown chakra and the tune-up, basically, some of y'all are stepping into modes where you can step into like a God mode, you can step into like a focus mode, you can step into this is now a state of consciousness that with your sun sign and your spirit, you evoke life force energy to enhance your mind to sustain a state of consciousness. Some of you fire signs have a fire state where you can evoke and express more energy. what you'll find is that for 5 seconds, you can amplify your fire. So you, like an enhancer, you're more powerful, you're legitimately faster, but it might last 5 seconds. And then after 5 seconds, and so you might practice this to where next month you can last 5 minutes in bed. I'm sorry, 5 minutes in this mode. Okay. For some water signs, it could be a mode where you're extra intuitive, where you just tune in more. And the drawback of that mode is you hear everyone's thoughts. So you don't like to stay in that mode for too long. You know that anime trope where it's like, okay, I didn't want to have to use this ability, but I can sustain this for 10 minutes. You're literally stepping into that. And a lot of that is because you're evolving your abilities. If you have an air sign mode, then it's like you're just a lot more claircognizant, or you're more telepathic. A earth sign mode, maybe you have 10 minutes of extra defense. It's going to be different for everybody. Maybe it's a charm mode. You can turn your Venus on. And when you have this charm mode on, you're pulling everyone. Everyone's attracted to you. But the key here is, and I love how Interverse talked about the flow state. The key here is it's going to be a time limit. It's going to be based, it's going to almost be like an exercise. How long can you maintain it? And as you step more into yourself, some of you will be able to maintain it indefinitely. Some of you will, from the get-go, be able to maintain it. Pisces. Some of you will have to work your way up through it, like myself. Okay, so other than that, exactly. Midoriya from My Hero Academia, great analogy, right? He had to channel that energy and harness it. That in and of itself is a workout. Everyone is different. And if you want more specifics into that, get a reading from me. We can talk about it. Okay. Now, when I did the heart chakra, we have heart chakra exorcisms. When the darkness in people's hearts show themselves, immediately address it and call on Christ to exorcise, purify, and banish it. So whoever you rock with spiritually, what's going to happen is, now that your heart chakra is so much more strong, and this is outside of this tune-up, this is just in general, what's going to happen is, in split seconds, especially with this Mercury retrograde, you're going to see people's true characters come through their heart. People are going to just say something slick, or some uncharacteristic element of people is going to bear its fangs. And when it does, thank you, Act Unify. Thank you. So once again, when this reveals itself, don't take it personally and don't necessarily attack that person. You want to banish that negative energy. So when it happens, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So when that happens, address it, call it out in that person. Be like, this is what you did. And just be like, in the name of Christ, I banish you. Boom, 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 boom. It's going to look extra weird. If it doesn't look super weird, you didn't do it right. Okay. And you'll know, because as soon as that happens, that person will feel that energy leave. They'll be like, I don't know what took over me, or wow. Or they'll probably be confused. Like, why did you do that? Shout out to God's vision. This may already be happening. And so it's not anything you won't notice. You will notice it. It's going to be like either the true self they've been hiding that slips out, or an uncharacteristic sense of themselves that just comes out. Your heart is aligning with their heart. And because of that light beaming, it's exposing that. And so if people are uncharacteristically uncomfortable around you, it's because they don't want that smoke. It's because they don't want that smoke. And finally, when I did the sacral chakra, I got sex talk. Release pent up energy in sacral by uninhibitedly expressing your sexual desire as it arises. You don't even have to have sex. You don't have to have any kind of real physical sex, but you have to be willing to express it. In that, this is the litmus test, okay? Personally, if you're around people who I'm not saying to hit on people and talk dirty or nasty to people, but if you're around people who you can't necessarily, it's different if they're like people who you have a platonic relationship with. But if you're around people who you're not comfortable expressing your deeper sexual desires to, even if you don't have sex, but you just say, you talk dirty with them, you don't want the sacral energy, sexual energy to be pent up in here. You have to release it. So the sacral chakra is going to attract somebody who you can talk to on that level, who you can very comfortably say, hey, I really like the way your booty looks in those jeans, and it's making me around. I'm not even gonna like be like, yeah, girl, like, let's just take it nerdy. Like, I really like the way your blouse looks and the way that your booty looks in those jeans, and it makes me limp in my pants. Like, you really want to get comfortable talking about this because so many of you have been trained to see this as taboo. And what's up, Wendy? And it might actually be difficult to express this. Maybe not for everybody, but I want you to examine that. If you're feeling that impulse in the sacral and you have a throat sacral disconnect where you feel like you have to hold it back, don't hang around that type of person. Stop hanging around that type of person and start to be around people, which will naturally attract communication. Doesn't mean that you'll have sex with these people, although you probably will. This is, and it's not about sex as much as it is expressing this sexual desire very powerfully. Okay, so with that being said, that's all the channel messages I got. I hope you enjoyed this cosmic energy tune up. Once again, I'm not telling you to harass people and be like, hey girl, I want to hit that. I want to hit that. This is just more healthy sexual expression. You should be able to express your sexual desires with at least one person who can hear it, receive it, and it's whatever. Okay. So other than that, y'all stay blessed as always. I'm going to let go of this broadcast and your miracle awaits you. So y'all stay blessed as always. Jupiter, thank you so much for hooking it up. And until next time.